These legendary movie locations gave us iconic scenes we could never forget. Today, let's revisit them then and now and see how time has changed them. Please check out the original website in the description. Rocky jogged through Philadelphia's Italian market as real vendors watched in surprise during Rocky. The famous market still fills South 9th Street, though many storefronts have changed. Georgie's encounter with Pennywise at the storm drain in It was filmed in New Westminster, Canada. The same corner remains recognizable, though the surrounding street has changed. Jack Burton drives his truck through San Francisco's Chinatown in Big Trouble in Little China. The intersection remains familiar, though a colorful mural now changes the view. R2-D2 begins his canyon journey at Artist's Palette in Death Valley, California in Star Wars. The colorful desert canyon remains unchanged and can still be explored by visitors. The leaking water tower in Stand By Me stood outside the small town of McLeod, California. The rural location remains recognizable, although rail tracks are gone. Elliot visits the Caterpillar Playground at Porter Ridge Park in E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The caterpillar still sits there, while the Porter Ranch neighborhood has grown around it. Adam and Barbara's hilltop home in Beetlejuice stood outside East Corinth, Vermont. The house was built only for filming and removed afterward, leaving the hillside empty once again. Forrest finally stops his cross-country run along US 163 near Mexican Hat, Utah, in Forrest Gump. The highway remains nearly unchanged, with Monument Valley still filling the horizon. The final beach scene in The Goonies was filmed at Goat Rock State Beach, near Jenner, California. The rugged shoreline remains much the same, with its familiar rocks still rising offshore. Henry Bowers bullied Ben at this Vancouver, Canada intersection in the 1990 adaptation of It. The residential corner still exists, with trees and newer surroundings changing the view. Rocky's small Philadelphia apartment became one of the most familiar locations in Rocky. The 1920 row house still stands and looks remarkably close to its appearance in the film. Billy makes his memorable hook shot in White Men Can't Jump at this downtown Los Angeles location. The spot still exists, but it is now gated off and only visible from the sidewalk. Brandy's house in Boys in the Hood stands in the Los Angeles neighborhood, where much of the film took place. Built in 1923, the home remains remarkably similar to its movie appearance. The Corleone family compound in The Godfather was filmed around two homes on Staten Island, New York. The houses remain, but the fake walls and entrance built for filming are gone. Marty returns to 1985 near Port Hueneme, California, at the end of Back to the Future Part 3. The road remains, but the distant bridge seen in the movie never actually existed. H.I. and Ed lived in a lonely desert trailer outside Scottsdale, Arizona, in Raising, Arizona. The trailer is gone, leaving the open desert landscape where the scene was filmed. The Dinner Bell Cafe in Prescott, Arizona, appeared in the 1994 remake of The Getaway. Open since 1946, the longtime restaurant still serves customers at the same downtown location. Rambo first meets Sheriff Teasel on Water Avenue in Hope, British Columbia, in First Blood. The same downtown spot remains recognizable, though the businesses around it have changed. Elliot rides toward the forest through Porter Ranch, California. In E.T., the Extraterrestrial, the hillside road remains recognizable, though new homes have filled much of the surrounding land. Finley Funeral Home in the Crazies was filmed on Main Street in Lenox, Iowa. The same building still operates as a funeral home, though under the Ritchie Funeral Home name. The Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield became Shawshank Prison in The Shawshank Redemption. The imposing prison still stands and now welcomes movie fans for tours. In White Men Can't Jump, Billy and Sidney pull their first hustle on this Los Angeles basketball court. The court still sits on the same corner, though the area around it has changed. The Bates Motel and Erie Hilltop House became unforgettable locations in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Both sets still stand at Universal Studios Hollywood and remain part of the studio tour. Pee Wee Herman began his wild adventure from this South Pasadena, California home in Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Built in 1922, the house still stands and looks remarkably familiar. Jeremy's Gas became an isolated desert stop in The Hitcher, filmed in Newberry Springs, California. The lonely roadside location still survives, though its appearance has changed with age. Forrest is interviewed while running across Woods Memorial Bridge in Beaufort, South Carolina, in Forrest Gump. The 1959 bridge still crosses the Beaufort River, with much the same view. The Fratelli family's hideout in the Goonies stood at Acola Point on the Oregon coast. The movie structure is long gone, leaving the same forested cliffs and ocean views behind. Forrest and his mother walk past the barbershop in Varnville, South Carolina, in Forrest Gump. The same building still stands but has since been used as a chiropractic clinic. Coach Dale crossed this iron bridge over Sugar Creek near Crawfordsville, Indiana, in Hoosiers. The 1913 bridge was removed in 1991 and replaced by a much more modern crossing. Jim forces John Ryder from the moving car along Lake Mead Boulevard near Las Vegas, Nevada, in The Hitcher. Development around Lake Las Vegas has since transformed the desert landscape. Rocky's run up the Philadelphia Museum of Art steps became the defining moment of Rocky. The 72 steps remain a favorite movie location, with his bronze statue standing nearby. Raymond and Charlie stop at this roadside payphone in Kogar, Oklahoma, during Rain Man. The old structure still stands beside the highway, looking surprisingly close to its movie appearance. Rambo hides among wrecked vehicles at this junkyard near Coquitlam, British Columbia, in First Blood. The remote clearing still exists, with old vehicles scattered among the trees. The Hulk leaps down beside Double Arch near Moab, Utah, in 2003's Hulk. The huge sandstone arches remain unchanged and still draw visitors to Arches National Park. Fox Plaza in Los Angeles became the famous Nakatomi Plaza in Die Hard, where John McClane battled Hans Gruber. The skyscraper still stands and looks much as it did in 1988. Doc Brown's garage in Back to the Future was filmed at this industrial location in Burbank, California. The area has changed since filming, but the spot remains recognizable to fans. Rocky visited Adrian at this Philadelphia pet shop throughout the original Rocky. The building was demolished in 2017, leaving an empty space where the familiar storefront once stood. The old National Biscuit Company building in Los Angeles became the 14th precinct in 7. Built in 1925, the 7-story building still stands on the same industrial corner. The Sedgwick Hotel in Ghostbusters was actually the Biltmore Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Open since 1923, the Grand Hotel still welcomes guests with much of its original character. Carol picks Doc up at Deer Valley Airport in Phoenix, Arizona during the getaway. The airport remains active, though its entrance and parking area have changed considerably since filming. Wyatt and Clementine part ways beneath Agathla Peak near Kayenta, Arizona, in My Darling Clementine. The lonely highway and towering desert peak remain much as they appeared in 1946. Mr. Brown dies in this Los Angeles alley after the getaway goes wrong in Reservoir Dogs. The alley still exists, though the surrounding neighborhood has changed since filming. The creepy Bachman textile mill in Graveyard Shift was filmed at an old mill in Harmony, Maine. The industrial site has changed greatly since 1990, losing much of its movie appearance. The western town in Ghost Town was filmed at the Mescal movie set near Benson, Arizona. Built in 1969, the set still stands and has appeared in many other western movies since. The tense basketball game in American History X was filmed beside the beach in Venice, California. The court remains in use, surrounded by the familiar crowds and activity of Oceanfront Walk. Bodega School in Bodega, California, became a key location during the terrifying attacks in the Birds. The recognizable school building still stands more than 60 years after filming. Mr. Miyagi's grave in Cobra Kai was filmed at Westview Cemetery in Atlanta, Georgia. The sprawling cemetery dates to 1884, and the grave was a movie prop and no longer exists. The T-Bone Cafe in Hell or High Water was filmed inside an old restaurant in Estancia, New Mexico. The restaurant closed in 2017, while the Movies Bank across the street is now gone. The chilling final scene of Invasion of the Body Snatchers was filmed outside San Francisco City Hall. The 1916 building and surrounding Civic Center remain easily recognizable. The chilling What's in the Box finale of 7 was filmed in an open field near Lancaster, California. The landscape remains familiar, though new power lines now cross the view.